What I'm going to introduce you to tonight is called the Chamber of Frequency Integrity. And before I explain to you what that is, I'd like to invite you to take a deep, gentle inhalation. But before you do that, let's make sure that our ankles and knees are unlocked. This open position grounds us to Mother Earth. And I'm also going to invite you to put your hands on your lap, palms facing up. This is an indication that you're willing to receive. And then I'm going to ask you to gently close your eyes for just a moment. We're not going to stay here long. And to take a deep inhalation in through your nose, holding your breath at the top for just a minute. Call every cell into attention. And as you exhale with as loud of a sound as you can make, give yourself permission to just be right here, right now. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth, just letting yourself arrive. You don't need to do anything but receive. Beautiful. Maybe soften that space between your eyes. Give the muscles of your jaw permission to relax. And if I can invite you, as you continue to breathe, to allow the bodily functions of burping, farting, sneezing, laughing, coughing, crying, yawning to flow free tonight. These are the ways that the metaphysical blocks to self-love get trapped in your body. And when we can release those with a thank you, we're doing deep, deep energy medicine. Beautiful. Let's take one last deep inhalation. And as you exhale, give yourself permission to be present. And when you're ready, you'll slowly open your eyes. Just here. Nothing to do but receive. Today is not going to be about learning anything new, except possibly learning to receive. We're going to do that with our breath and our imagination. I'm going to guide you to a beautiful place called the Chamber of Frequency Integrity. I will take a few moments to share with anyone who doesn't already know this, and I'll keep it brief because I know a lot of you do. I've been doing this work for 20 years. I started out as a Reiki practitioner, then got a master's in meditation, got my first, second, and third doctorate in metaphysics, energy medicine, and metaphysical psychology with the intention of healing myself and then sharing everything I learned with others. My specialty is generational trauma, the 12 generations of fear and love that reside in your body, guiding you all the time. I work intimately with the chakras as sacred guides. And Reiki is and will always be my foundation because it is universal life force energy. And with the exception to this last year, the last 10 years have been pretty awesome. But last March, I had an experience that I could only describe in the moment that it was happening as a potential mental breakdown. I was literally hearing sounds in my head that I couldn't just shut off. I actually thought maybe I had channeled one dimension too far. And at the worst of it, in the middle of the night, crying on my kitchen floor, I decided to practice what I preach and to just start sitting with that noise. And it turned into the most incredible, challenging 6 months of my life, where I met 8 sacred wounds. I ended up writing and publishing 3 books explaining the experience, the 8 sacred wounds framework. And in that time, I was introduced to a portal called the Chamber, which selfishly I thought was all for me at the very beginning, but it was a healing chamber. And its purpose is to expand our divine channel so that we truly remember who we are, that we can engage in partnership with a focus of integration, of remembering, but also sisterhood. And I started sharing that with members of my online community. That community is called the Healing Sanctuary, where we focus on activating our power with a daily spiritual practice. And we follow the 12 cosmic cycles called Earth School. I started introducing Chamber, and 30 of those beautiful women also began walking the weird path with me in the Chamber. And many of them are here tonight. So thank you, sisters, for being here tonight. What I've come to realize about the Chamber is that it's a space to receive, and in ways that I never imagined possible. So what we're going to do tonight is I'm going to give you a tour of this incredibly magical space. It's going to be presented to you as a guided healing meditation. There will be energy medicine, there will be psychic surgery, there will be sacred parts work, there will be breath work, and there will be a space, should you choose, to completely surrender and know that you're safe. I will hold that space for you. That happens to be one of my superpowers, holding space. And for a really small group like this, feel free to fully surrender. I'm going to take you on a guided tour using the sound of the Chamber Frequency Integrity. I'm going to walk through that portal with you. I'm going to introduce you to the mother tree, the tree of life. Underneath this tree of life is a crystal cave and cavern. The crystals are intended to bring your body into alignment, to activate your 3 sacred centers, so your sacred heart, your sacred pineal, and your sacred biome. And so just imagining that you are sitting on those crystals is going to be an energy medicine treatment that I promise will move you if you surrender to it. In this process, I'm also going to invite you to sit in the circle of our sisterhood. Those of us who are already attuned to the Chamber will hold space for you, as you can imagine yourself sitting beside someone, knee to knee. I will ask you to put your right hand facing down and your left hand facing up, and we will hold hands in this virtual circle held by the Chamber. And in that, we will create what the true depth of a sisterhood is, being witnessed by one another, being held, and knowing that we're loved without judgment. We will also then be introduced to each of the 8 sacred wounds by the name that they introduce themselves to me as. And you will be invited to pay attention to which of those wounds. Specifically, I am going to ask just one wound to communicate with you. If you are a sister of the Chamber, you know that that's not going to happen for you. You are going to get who has a message for you. But for those of you who are not attuned to the Chamber, I am very specifically asking for one of the 8 sacred wounds to share herself with you. She's going to reveal herself as a sensation in your body, as a visual, of a color, of a movement. So don't feel like you're going to be sitting in meditation. If you want to move, if you want to sound, if you are called to do something, please feel free to do it. This session will be about 35 minutes. Once we've met the wound, we'll sit in silence for a good 10 minutes. Silence, the vibration of the chamber will be in the background, but I won't be speaking. And during that time, if you're distracted by your mind, if you aren't having an experience that you expected, I'm going to ask you to simply place your hands, palms facing up, and imagine that you are receiving universal life force energy channeling through your body. During that time, I will be moving in and out of the energy field, supporting anyone in any way that I'm called to. At the end of that process, I'll bring our awareness back to the chamber holding us, the circle of sisters supporting us. I will invite you to step out of the portal back into the furniture that you're sitting in. And at that time, we'll take just a few minutes to breathe. We'll breathe together. Hopefully, you'll have the freedom of making some noise to release energy. And then what I'll do is open the field. I will open the floor. I'll open the floor to anyone who would like to be witnessed, anyone who would like to be contained, anyone who would like to learn a lesson. What I would like to explain is what happens in the chamber. So before we get started, while everyone gets settled, the chamber is a membership community. It's $47 a month. You have the option to meet every weekday, that would be cool. Every Tuesday and Thursday from 11 till 12 Eastern Standard Time, we sit together and it's really simple. We all come on Zoom at about 2 minutes after 11. I start the sound track of the chamber. We sit for about 35 minutes. We integrate for about 10 minutes, and then we have an open sharing session for about 15 minutes. That again is our sitting together sessions, Tuesday and Thursday at 11 Eastern. On the second Thursday of every month, we have an activation. We meet with one of the sacred wounds and we carry her into our self-reflection work during the month. We integrate that part back into our full whole self. And then on the fourth Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern, we have a sister social. We gather to share all of the ways that the chamber has supported us, that the wounds have guided us, all of the ways that we've integrated. And I hold the space as your doctor of metaphysical psychology, witnessing, containing, and sharing lessons. Usually those lessons focus on the metaphysical messages from your body. What we're doing in chamber is learning to use our body as a tuning fork as we enhance and expand our own divine channel to receive wisdom from divine intelligence, from Mother Earth, and from our ancestors. Okay, let's do some technical stuff first. If you have a headset, this is even more powerful because there are binaural beats and it is a high Sufugio frequency. So a headset is going to be even more powerful. But I tell you right now, on Tuesdays and Thursdays when I sit with my sisters, I sit every day. But when I sit with my sisters, I can't use a headset and I still have. Like today was an insane, amazing experience, which I might share later. As part of our container, we do have some rituals. I'm not going to share those with you now. They are part of sisterhood. But if my sisters would like to start their rituals now, please go ahead and do that. I have a candle lit and I will hold the space for everyone. So please feel free to surrender. Also in the container, there are lessons and dyad opportunities. Just to say that. So I think I've got everybody settled. I feel like I have everybody settled. All right. Let's find a comfortable position where your ankles and your knees are unbound. As you connect to your breath through your nose, I will ask you to gently close your eyes. And begin to take a deep, gentle inhalation in through the nose, out through the mouth. As you inhale through the nose, imagine that you're pulling your breath up your spine. And as you exhale through the mouth, imagine you're moving down your spine. As we inhale, we open to receive. And as we exhale, we let go of what no longer serves us. Your body is grounded deep into the core of Mother Earth. Your metaphysical roots are strong, they're thick, and they're deep. Your body is grounded, and I'm inviting you to step into the chamber of frequency integrity. Imagine before you there is a doorway, a portal into an energetic healing space. You are not entering a room. You are entering a sacred terrain. As you take a gentle but deep inhalation, hold that at the top. And as you exhale, allow the chamber to open in front of you. Being connected to your breath. You have entered the chamber of frequency integrity. This beautiful space welcomes you with open arms. Give yourself permission to adjust, perhaps placing the palms of your hand facing up with the intention that you are receiving the stream of energy that falls from above and vibrates from below. As you step into this portal, I invite you to give yourself permission to surrender, to use your imagination to create a feeling, a sense, a knowing, perhaps even an image as part of the imagination. Ahead of you, there is a magnificent tree, unlike anything you've ever seen. This is the tree of life. Its roots travel deep into the earth beneath you. Its branches rise into the unseen above you. It holds this sacred space. It takes from you anything and everything that you're willing to release. At the base of the tree is a living crystal. If you give yourself permission to focus entirely on your body, you may even feel the vibration of that crystal as it hums with the frequency of your divine channel. I invite you to find yourself sitting beneath the tree of life. Your root chakra open to the vibration of receiving healing from Mother Earth herself. I invite you to lengthen your spine, to let your shoulders move away from your ears, to tuck your chin slightly so that your crown chakra can open, and so your body can relax on the ground beneath you. In an exhalation, soften your belly, your lower back, and your hips. Feel supported by the tree of life and connected to the crystal grid beneath her. With each inhalation, this crystal grid begins to grow, begins to create a circle of energy that surrounds you. In front of you, the universe opens, and a waterfall of chakra energy falls in front of you. Vibration of the crystal rises through the earth and begins to travel through your feet, through your calves and your shins, up into your knees. This sacred vibration travels through your legs into your root chakra. And as you exhale, a sense of safety, security, and support begins to surround you. Your sacred womb opens, and your energy of all ancestors come to support you. They stand behind you at the tree of life, willing to share wisdom and to take the lessons and the healing that you have created for them already. Your sacral chakra begins to pulse with the creativity and the passion that has always been available to you. That moves up into your solar chakra between the belly button to breathe in and out. The self-love, the esteem, and the willpower that has been blocked in the past begins to find movement within you. As you inhale, your heart opens. The sadness, the grief, the perceived sense of loss of self begins to soften, and the light begins to flood the shadow. As your breath is pulled up into your throat, soften your shoulders, your jaw. Perhaps on an exhalation, allow an audible release of anything that has been locked in your throat in the past. As you inhale, you pull your breath and the vibrations of Mother Earth up into your third eye. Your pineal begins to soften. Your divine channel begins to activate, and the most magical energy begins to surround you, protecting you. The stories and the illusions begin to melt away. And your next inhalation, as you move up into your crown chakra at the very top of your head, imagine that your divine channel begins to expand. The light begins to transmit energy from your Akashic records. Wisdom begins to fill your cells. A remembering who you are and why you're here begins to move through you. We'll sit in the sound of the chamber for a few moments as I ask permission to activate your power for you. Should you choose to place your hands palms facing up, trust that you will receive what you need. Being connected to your breath, allowing an infinity figure eight of energy to move through you, within you, and around you, trusting that you are activated. As you bring your breath and awareness back to the tree of life that is supporting your back, imagine that you're sitting vibrant crystals of Mother Earth, and imagine your sisters are arriving to join you in a circle to the right and to the left of you. One by one, each of us has arrived in this same sacred space, and we gather sitting knee to knee with your right hand facing up, your right hand facing down, as though you're going to give your hand to someone. Your right hovering above your own lap. Your left hand palm facing up, as though you'll receive your neighbor's hand, resting on your leg. Imagine that the woman beside you, sharing this sacred space with you, is smiling as you close your fingers of your hands into gentle fists, imagining a circle of women, right hand receiving, left hand giving energy. You are joined together, one by one, in a sacred circle of life. As the current begins to move through the entire field, not from one woman, but through all of us. This is the communal field of the chamber, a field where no one woman carries her awakening alone. You sit in this circle to be seen, to be held, to be loved, fully and completely just as you are. There is no performance here. Surrender what no longer serves you. Soften your body. Find your inhale through your nose and your exhale through your mouth. Call your attention to the center, this vast circle that you're a part of. I invite our guides, the 8 sacred wounds, to step forward, to present themselves as sacred parts of each of us. In the past, they may have revealed themselves as pain, and that's who you may know them as today. I invite you to let that shift, to see them as teachers, two sit in a circle in front of each of us, back to back, knee to knee. Their hearts are open and shining on each of us, finding the ways in which their light can get through the cracks of our shadow. Listen to my voice carefully as I introduce each of them to you, and notice through your body, through your imagination, or through your breath, who calls to you tonight. I invite you to meet each of these 8 sacred wounds with no intention. Once each has been met, we'll call forward who is to speak to you tonight. First, let me introduce you to the ghost in your own life. She is the wound of invisibility. She appears where you've learned to disappear to survive. Next is the choked throat. She sits beside the ghost, smiling, witnessing, and seeing her sister clearly. The choked throat is a wound of silenced truth, where your words get swallowed before they can be heard. She holds you up. Beside her is the weight of being the strong one. She becomes your safety net as you carry the burdens that were never meant to be yours alone to hold. Beside her is the strange stirring. She appears to you as an awakening of energy moving through your body that you've been taught to suppress instead of allow it to guide and teach you. She comes to you today to open space to find her. Next is the silent ache. She holds your body together, speaking in pain that the mind could no longer hold or sometimes never even name. Next is the too much woman. She's held space for you to reclaim a magnitude of light that is who you truly are. And she has protected you by shrinking so that the world couldn't hurt you. And finally, the lone circle. She holds deep in your cellular memory the realization that awakening often begins in solitude, but it is integrated in community. You've met each of these wounds one by one. Now I'll call them forth. Experience each wound. Receive the known and the unknown gifts that they provide to you today. Behind your left shoulder, you can feel the presence of the ghost. She holds the places where you disappear to survive. Protects the rooms where your voice fades. She holds you in the moments when your invisibility feels safer than your truth. Should you choose to place your hand lightly at your heart, I invite you to whisper to her, "Show me where I've left myself behind." Invite her to soften. Because once you soften, you can see where you've disappeared in the past and you can return. She steps aside for her sister, the choked throat. I invite you to bring your hand to your throat, but only as close as it feels safe and comfortable. Know that the energy of the choked throat rests here. She will hold the very truth that has not been allowed to pass through your voice. She carries with her every sentence that you've swallowed, every boundary that dissolved before it can be enforced. Take a slow, deep breath. And as you inhale, command, "My voice belongs in this world." Let your throat loosen, not with force, but with permission. As she steps aside, the strong one sits across both of your shoulders. She's always with you. She carries the burdens that you hold for others, the responsibilities that were never meant to be yours alone. Today, she's asking you to release the identity of that strength. I invite you to place your right hand on your left shoulder and your left hand on your right. It will likely feel awkward and uncomfortable at first. Soften your shoulder blades, straighten your spine, relax your arms. Take a slow, deep breath. I invite you to say these words out loud. I do not have to carry everything anymore. And as you exhale and let your hands move down, touching, caressing your body, the strong one exhales because she knows that strength is not solitary. I'm going to ask you to bring awareness to your skin, to the subtle electricity that moves through your body. This is where the strange stirring appears. She's the awakening of your energetic language, of the sensations that once confused you, that made you think something was wrong, that you stopped before they had the chance to move through you. She is the intuition that refuses to quiet. Take a slow breath and allow your energy to move through you. You don't need to understand it. You simply need to feel it. On a deep inhalation, drop your awareness into your belly. This is where the silent ache lives. She holds the pain beneath the surface. She gives your emotions a place to land. She holds space in the body so that the mind can learn to listen. I invite you to place your hands gently on your lower belly. And if you're called, whisper these words through your hands after me. My body is wise. Let that silent energy move through and soften all of the aches. Breathe into your belly. The silent ache was never meant to be the enemy. She is your most valuable ally. She is the messenger from your body. Inhale and hold her. Exhale and let her hold you. I invite you to bring your breath and awareness to the center of your chest. It's here that the hunger for depth echoes. Feel the quiet longing that has followed you throughout your life. It is the hunger for depth that holds you, the craving for meaning, for intimacy, for something real. You are not asking for too much. You are asking for truth. So take a deep breath into that hunger and allow it to exist. Breathe life into it. This is your compass. Exhalation. I invite you to soften as you bring your breath and your awareness to the crown of your head. The too much woman steps forward. She protects you when you're told that your voice is too loud, your emotions are too intense, your intuition cannot be trusted. If you're called to, I invite you to place your right hand at heart and your left on the top of your head, creating a circuit of energy. Should you feel safe in making this statement, please repeat these words after me. My magnitude, my light, it's welcome here. And as you exhale, allow the room to shift. Allow the chamber to hold you. Allow your divine channel to expand. Because when wise women stop shrinking, their field expands. As you exhale and you soften, I invite you to feel the space around your body. This is the energy of the lone circle. She has arrived. She wraps around you like a warm blanket. She's been carrying the moments when awakening have made you feel alone. When the life you once lived can no longer contain all that you've learned, all that you've shared, all that you've healed. I'm inviting you to bring your awareness back out into the chamber to remember that you're sitting knee to knee in a circle of wise women. You're not alone here. You're standing in a field of women who have walked their own lonely roads and have also arrived here. This is how the chamber holds us. This is how the circle forms, not through effort, but through recognition. Feel the woman to your right. Lean into her. Feel the woman to your left. Feel her leaning into you. I invite you to imagine that the 8 sacred wounds are standing in front of you. They are no longer pain. They are guardians. Watch as they open their energy. We place into the center of our circle vibrant life force. Their energies begin to weave together. They begin to pull from our hearts, our minds, and our bodies, everything known, unknown, cloaked, hidden, and disguised that we no longer need. Surrender. Allow them to take the attachments and the rules, the pain. Allow them to take the belief that these wounds meant you were broken, that you must be lonely to awaken, and that your magnitude, your light, and your beauty must be hidden. Let all of what you no longer need dissolve into the center of the circle. And in its place, within your divine channel, a new field has formed. A field where every part of your becoming is welcome. Take a deep, gentle inhalation through the nose and hold your breath at the top. Your crown. And as you exhale, feel your heart, your spine, your feet. You sit here at the center of your own life. These sacred parts of you are no longer wounds, they're direction, they're guides, they're signals. They're sacred teachers that walk beside you. And in this moment, one of those teachers is stepping forward. Standing before you is the wound that wishes to share an important message. You are not meant to receive it with your mind. It simply flows through you. Know if there's anything between you and that wound, a shield, a belief. Is there hesitation? Is there an old story that says you must judge this part of you? If something is present, I ask permission to perform psychic surgery with steady hands, removing the energetic obstruction, the belief that this wound makes you broken or it should be hidden or that it's something to solve. Watch as this obstruction dissolves. What remains is simply a presence. You can meet this wound without judgment. As she stands before you, vulnerable, raw, and open, ask her one simple question. What do I need to know? We'll sit in silence for a few moments as you listen. If your mind wanders, place your hands palm facing up and just imagine that you're receiving with your body and your soul. What do I need to know? She may answer with words, with sensations, a memory, with silence. This is the beginning of the partnership. She is not here to control you. She is here to guide you. As you find your breath, imagine you are connected to her in some way. Perhaps you are looking into one another's eyes, holding hands. Perhaps she's wrapped around you like a veil or a blanket. As you place your hands over your heart or in prayer position, whichever you're called to, thank her for being here today, for the known, the unknown, the cloaked, hidden, and disguised ways that she has become partners with you. As you exhale, your hands back down onto your lap, your right hand facing down, your left hand facing up. Imagine once again sitting in circle, hand in hand, the chamber wrapping itself around you. Feel your sisters sitting in their quiet corners of the world, all feeling the same subtle shifts as when wise women who are done doing their spiritual work alone sit together without shrinking. Something powerful begins to happen. The field changes. There is recognition of sisterhood, a quiet remembering that none of us were ever meant to walk this path alone begins to unfold. And this is why we return to the chamber of frequency integrity as often as possible. Not to fix ourselves, but to sit in a frequency of integrity together, revealing truths emerge in stillness. I invite you to gently squeeze your hands, thanking the sisters in your circle. And as you release your hands, I invite you to very gently see the 8 sacred wounds in front of you. Allow them to be a compass. Let them guide us where we speak, where we listen, where we soften, and where we expand. Integration is not about eliminating the wound, it's about allowing her wisdom to guide your path forward. Let's take a deep, slow inhalation. Feel your body expand, your heart, your spine. And as you exhale, let's once again bring our hands to heart center or in prayer position. Giving thanks in any way that we're called to. Should you choose to follow my voice, please repeat these words after me. For all of this, the known and the unknown, the cloaked and the hidden, I give thanks. I let it be so, and so it is. Through unconditional love, I accept all spiritual gifts bestowed upon me with trust and gratitude. Feel the chamber around you. Know that you are seen, held, and loved here. Imagine in front of you a portal has opened and you're being called to return back to your timeline in the present moment. As you take a deep, gentle inhalation, holding it at the top, you step through that portal and you find yourself back on the furniture that is supporting you, present in the now, returning to your body, slowly and gently, bringing your awareness to movement. Opening your eyes when you're ready. There's absolutely no rush. Should you want to take a moment to journal or to simply process, feel free to do that. Stay connected to your breath, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Opening your eyes, moving your body, present, back in the now. In just a moment, I'm going to open the floor. When we open the floor, we're sharing. It's absolutely not required. If you're capable, I ask you to let us know if you want to be witnessed. You're simply sharing. There's nothing for anyone to say. We're just holding the space to witness your experience. If you feel the need to be contained, bringing you back to this grounded, open, connected space. If you need a lesson, if you are inviting me to step into my role as spiritual guide and mentor, then please do that. The floor is open. Whoever'd like to take it, please do.